a little sort of history of where our audits have been and hopefully where we're going. As most of you know, the 2008 audit was a pretty long and painful process for most of us. It took us about 16 months to get through the 2008 audit. When we did so, we had 4 material weaknesses and 3 other issues that we had to deal with out of the management letter comments. Last year's 2009 audit was somewhat better. Oh, and in 2008 we also had a qualified opinion having to do with our presentation on our balance sheet of our receivables and our deferred revenues, which are those amounts that come into us in cash from our donors before we've spent it. So those 2 line items, we had some difficulties in breaking out. Moving into 2009, we completed the audit about 2 months earlier, which is still not quite early enough, but we did shorten the audit by 2 months. We were able to reduce the material weaknesses by 1 down to 3 material weaknesses, and we were able to eliminate the significant deficiencies entirely, so the 3 from the prior year were eliminated. We also, since that point in time, went through an RFP for a new set of auditors, not really having anything to do with the length of time the audit took, although it might seem like it was. But we've been with our current auditors for somewhere between 17 and 20 years, and we thought it was a good time to take a look at our options with different auditors. We completed that process and selected BDO as a global audit firm moving forward. BDO is coming in with a very different kind of audit perspective. They are trying to work with us in terms of the things that we already do, and I'll explain that in a moment, and they are planning to be doing some of our audit out in the field, which for the past 20 years obviously hasn't been done. So at the current time, BDO is working with our internal audit, OFOG group, and they are planning to do several joint audits in the field in the area where OFOG will be going over the next several months. And I'll let you know which platforms that will consider. Now what I mean by that is internal audit will be going out there, they'll be doing their normal work, and then we'll have a selection of pre-identified samples that BDO has made from here, and that the OFOG staff will have the staff pull, and they will review them while they're out in the field. Then BDO will come in the second week of the OFOG audit and actually review the documentation that OFOG has gotten from the platform. So those offices to which OFOG and BDO will be working together on are Nigeria, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Cambodia, Benin, Angola, and Mali. And those audits, actually Angola has started this week. The rest of those audits are pretty much scheduled in June through August. And that's how that partnership will work. And we'll be getting out a specific list to every platform in terms of what type of audit they'll be getting. And then of course when the samples are selected, they'll know that ahead of time. In addition to that, BDO is planning to have local country BDO office staff go into our local country offices and just do sample selections. And the following countries have been selected for that type of an audit this year: Kenya, Madagascar, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Congo, Rwanda, and Sudan. And then we have 2 countries which we're not exactly sure what BDO is doing, but they've told us they're going to do something. One is Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, which they are probably going to focus on, but they're going to do it from here. And the last country is India, to which they want to do something, but they haven't told us what yet. So as you can see, they've really changed how the audit's going to look and feel this year. I think it's a good thing. It may feel a little painful again this year, but it's going to be different because they're going to be working directly with their field offices. We hope in most cases there's going to be someone there, either OFOG or in the case of the countries where BDO is going straight out, we'll have connections back here to help out. So if there's any questions about supporting documentation, we can help sort of bridge that gap from back here. But I think it's a good thing that we're making this more of a local audit because it's what we do and we're local. So we're hoping that as we get through this, it's going to provide us better results and a better understanding, of where our strengths and weaknesses are as we go through this audit. We are starting our work next week, so the BDO staff is coming into headquarters next week to start the audit. They plan to be here for about 2 months, and they're going to be auditing the majority of information that is DC generated. Areas like procurement, areas like revenue recognition, things like that will happen here. Billing will happen here. And then they'll start their field work, as I mentioned, pretty much June, July, and August out in our countries. And then they hope to be able to wrap up their audit in September and to have an audit report end of September, early October. If we make that deadline, we can all be very proud, because that would be a substantial improvement from where we were in the past. And we probably can get even better than that, but I think that would be something we'd be very proud of. So that's where we are in the audit, and I will turn it over to, who's next?
Sally.
Sally.
Yeah.